The Last Child is a gripping mystery thriller published in 2009 by John Hart. The story revolves around the disappearance of a young girl and the desperate search led by her twin brother, Johnny, as his life unravels in the wake of her loss. Hart is a best-selling author known for works such as The King of Lies and Downriver. Before dedicating himself to writing, he had careers as a banker, stockbroker, and criminal defense attorney. The novel opens with 13-year-old Johnny Merrimon, who once enjoyed a seemingly perfect life in suburban North Carolina. Everything changes when his twin sister Alyssa goes missing while walking home from school. Johnny's best friend, Jack, claims to have seen her getting into a suspicious car, but the police investigation has stalled, leaving no clues behind. A year later, Johnny's world is in ruins. His mother, Katherine, struggles to cope with Alyssa's disappearance and neglects Johnny. His father, Spencer, has abandoned the family, having been blamed for Alyssa's vanishing. He was supposed to pick her up that day. With their home lost, Katherine turns to drugs and alcohol, moving in with Ken Holloway, a wealthy but abusive man who manipulates her and mistreats both her and Johnny. Despite the surrounding despair, Johnny clings to hope that he can find his sister. Equipped with a map of local sex offenders and his bicycle, he embarks on his own investigation, observing potential suspects and following leads, sometimes joined by Jack, who feels overshadowed by Johnny's bravery. Meanwhile, Detective Clyde Hunt becomes increasingly obsessed with the case, drawn not only to the mystery of Alyssa's disappearance, but also to the Merrimon family. His relentless pursuit of the case strains his marriage and alienates him from his teenage son. As Johnny continues his search, he often skips school to roam near the river. One day, he witnesses a car accident on a bridge above, resulting in a man's body being thrown into the water near him. The dying man whispers, "I found her, the girl that was taken," before Johnny flees, realizing the man may have been silenced for what he knew. In his panic, he encounters Levi Freemantle, a massive figure who has escaped from prison. Contrary to his imposing appearance, Freemantle is a gentle soul who believes he was sent by God to protect Johnny, offering a surprising turn in the young boy's quest for the truth. He has an unspecified mental disability and hears voices often. Levi and Johnny become unlikely allies. He tells Johnny that life is a circle. Hunt learns that the man flung off the bridge is David Wilson, a college professor. The police investigate his death and last utterance, but find he has no clear ties to Alyssa and had nothing to do with her disappearance. They begin to retrace his last days to find clues as to why he was killed and what his words meant. Meanwhile, another girl, Tiffany Shore, has also vanished. Hunt and the police hope that in investigating her case, they may also uncover information linking her to Alyssa and solve both cases. Johnny also continues to investigate, but the danger is clear. Someone in this town is willing to kill to protect their secrets, and they might kill again. Eventually, Hart helps uncover the truth. There is a ring of pedophiles operating in the town who abducted Tiffany. One member is a security guard who prowls for suspects using security cameras at the mall. He uncovers his own culpability when he attempts to destroy his home computer, which contains child pornography. When he is brought down, the rest of the ring is brought to light. Tiffany is found still alive in a shed. Yet these pedophiles had nothing to do with Alyssa. It is revealed that she was hit by a car driven by Jack's older brother. Her death was covered up out of fear that Jack's brother might lose his athletic scholarships, and Jack, who knew the truth, was threatened into keeping the secret. Johnny feels betrayed when he discovers the truth. As for Johnny's father, he didn't leave out of guilt. He too tried to investigate Alyssa's disappearance, but got too close to the truth about the pedophile ring. He was killed for what he knew and buried in a field along with previous child victims. Johnny discovers that one of his ancestors once saved the life of Levi's ancestor Isaac, a freed slave, protecting him from a lynching. This comes full circle when Ken escalates his abuse, threatening to kill both Katherine and Johnny. Suddenly, Levi bursts through the door and kills Ken before dying himself. In an epilogue, Johnny and his mother, now off of drugs, visit Levi's grave. Then, Johnny writes a letter explaining what has happened over the last few months, addressing the letter to Jack Cross, my friend. The Last Child won an Edgar Award and a Barry Award for Best Novel. It received high praise for the plotting and depiction of a family torn apart by grief. However, some readers were skeptical of Levi's character, finding him derivative of the Green Mile's John Coffey and too similar to the magical Negro stereotype. Hart continued Johnny's story and friendship with Jack in a sequel, The Hush. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.